Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Rob Plays YouTube channel. Today is Saturday, February 8th, and I'm back breaking down some NBA picks for you guys. Currently, we have some NBA plays going right now. We have a winner, we have a loser, we have a winner, and we have a loser. So a 2-2 day. One of the games is still going on, but it's a loser. Tobias Harris gets the job done for us on the player prop side. 1-0 day from him, has 18 points right now, going up against the 76ers. 76ers on the game pick side, loser for us. If you're a 76ers fan, earmuffs. This is the worst team I've ever seen in my entire life. You finally get Maxey, Embiid, Paul George. You finally get the big three on the floor at one point in one game, going up against the Pistons. Pistons, pretty good team. No Kate Cunningham tonight. Should be no problem here on the road to get the dub. You go down by 30 points in the first half to the Pistons on the road. Joel Embiid out there walking around. Joel Embiid out there acting like he doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself out there. The time is now. Actually, the time was about 2 months ago. You got to move on from Embiid. You got to move on from Paul George. This will not be a competitive team with Joel Embiid there. I am sorry to all the people who believe in Joel Embiid. I'm not going to pick on him anymore because he's actually injured. I feel like he's actually hurting his life. Like after the NBA, after the NBA, his life is going to be miserable with injuries. But he is not a good player anymore. He scored 20 points in the third quarter. Congratulations. Didn't play any defense whatsoever. Just backed people down and made 2-point shots. He's the Hunter Dickinson of the NBA right now. He's washed. And he's washed because of injuries. That's a sad thing, but you have to realize that as a Philadelphia 76ers fan, you're toast if you keep Embiid. Moving on. Rockets and the Hawks. Hawks and the Bucks. No Giannis. Looked like it was going to be 300 points scored in this game. Turns out it goes under the total. It had under 241.5 this morning. I think it closed at 244 even for some people this afternoon. But as I'm pretty sure I remember it being like 110 to 108 with like a minute left when I hopped on here. So hopefully it didn't go to overtime. I'm just assuming I have to win there. Did not look, but I mean, we had 30 points to work with basically. So we got the under there. I think Keon Johnson missed by 2 points, missed by a bucket. No points in the first quarter, 6 points in the second quarter, no points in the third quarter, 6 points in the fourth quarter. So we just need a little bit more time for him to get one more bucket. Just did not work out. He had 12 shots in the game, but just didn't work out. So we're moving on to Saturday. Also, you see the thing down here, the little banner, no videos in the NBA or college basketball for Sunday and Sunday morning and afternoon. I think there's only a couple games in the NBA. Nothing that I really loved for Sunday. They got to get all the games done before the Super Bowl anyway. So it's the Super Bowl's day. Let's just leave it at the Super Bowl's day. No NBA, no college basketball for Sunday afternoon. So this is going to be the first video, or I should say last video until Monday for you guys. But we're going to break down some games here. Thunder going up against the Grizzlies. Thunder playing some pretty good basketball. How are they playing good basketball? Well, they have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's probably going to win the MVP this season. He's scored 50-plus points on 3 consecutive Wednesdays. So whenever Wednesday comes around, right before the NBA, what is it? I think Thursday is the All-Star break. We have 4 or 5 days off. So Wednesday, if they're playing on Wednesday, we will be taking Shai over his total points. I know it doesn't mean anything that he scored 50-plus points on Wednesdays, but I'm going to buy into it. I'm going to take the Thunder here on the money line. They're coming off a game against the Raptors. They're playing right now, not playing to their best effort at all. They're up by 10 points right now against the Raptors. Raptors kind of hanging tough at home there for the Thunder. I think they were minus 18 coming into this game, but I like them here on the road going up against Memphis. They are going to be catching 2 points, I think, or it could be even a pick 'em. The line, I don't think the line is currently out. It is out. They are going to be the Memphis is going to be +2. So we're going to take the Thunder here on the money line, -2. I've been that way the entire way in the NBA. If I'm getting a bucket or getting a bucket, I'm just going to take either side of the money line, whatever team I'm more confident in. I am more confident in the Thunder. They have not screwed me this season for the most part. Memphis, on the other hand, has screwed me multiple times. That Knicks game comes into my brain when they got absolutely dominating that one back on last Monday, 143 to 106. But I like Thunder in this game on the road. They are playing some really good basketball right now. Memphis also playing pretty well. Jaren Jackson Jr. leading the team in the last 3 games in points, but Ja Morant's still banged up. I like the Thunder here to get the job done on the road as the play. For the second play, Boston going up against the Knicks. We took Boston against the Mavericks -12.5. Remember that line was fluctuating all day long because Anthony Davis might play, he might not play, might play, might not play. Turns out he did not play. Didn't matter. The Mavericks won that game by 20-plus points going up against the Celtics, or at least it felt like it. But they're coming into this game after that loss. I remember them in that game against the Mavericks talking about The upcoming matchup going up against the Knicks, it felt like the Boston Celtics were more worried about the Knicks coming up on the schedule, not worried about the game they were playing. So I think they did look ahead a little bit. I think they will win this game pretty easily. Going to take them on the money line as well. They're only laying 1.5 here going up against the Knicks. Boston this season, 20-6 on the road. They have not been very good at home. They like playing on the road. I don't know what it is. Last season it was the exact opposite. Boston at home was almost unbeatable. This season they're losing all kinds of games at home. So I'm going to take them in this game on the money line. A little bounce back spot for them. I know the Knicks have been playing decent over the last several games, been scoring a lot of points, but that game against the Lakers, pretty bad game for them. Had a bounce back game against the Rockets, if you can really call it a bounce back game. The Rockets have been playing horribly over the last several games, and then they beat the Raptors by 6 points. So the Knicks not playing great over the last two. I like Boston here coming off the loss. Get the job done here on the money line as opposed. Go to the player props. Going to stick in the same game here. Kristaps Porzingis took him last time over 18.5. Scored 19 going up against the Cavaliers. Going to take him one more time here going up against his other former team, the New York Knicks, over 18.5 points. Scored 17 going up against the Mavericks in the last game, 7 of 13 shooting, but he did not play the fourth quarter. I think he only played up until the 4 or 5 minute mark in the third quarter, so really not his fault. 7 of 13 shooting. He did his part. Everybody else with the Boston Celtics did not do their part. I like him in this game, though, going up against the Knicks, playing in a nice environment, playing on national TV. I think this game's on ABC tomorrow. We should see him dominate the New York Knicks, especially down low. Towns, he's been hit or miss all season long. He's actually been pretty good for the Knicks for the most of the season. But I think Kristaps Porzingis has a deep enough bag to get to Karl-Anthony Towns. Also, Kristaps is really good at hitting the deep ball. So I like him in this game from 3. I like him in this game over the total points. If you take a look at his numbers all season long, he's been hovering around 16 to 20 points over the last several weeks. So I like him here once again to keep on pouring on the points over his total points. And I also like first basket Kristaps Porzingis. I've talked about it before. He's hit, 3 of the last 8 games that Boston Celtics has played. So he's going to hit a corner 3 probably for the first basket of the game. I feel like that they run that play every single game. So maybe take a look at that for the first basket in this game as well, and for the last play of the day. Superstars making their first appearances with their new team. Have several players doing that tomorrow. This one's going to was not on national TV. Now it is on national television. Lakers going up against the Pacers. We're going to get a free game looking at the Lakers, and you're going to get a free bet here because I have no idea what this number is going to come out. I'm going to go over his total points, 28.1 points on the season for Luka. He's been dealing with a massive injury since Christmas. This is the first game back playing for his new team. My head is kind of in a blender because I'm thinking, well, maybe he wants to dish out a few more assists, get himself a little bit of team chemistry with the new team. But the other part of me is like, well, coming into LA, LeBron James just had a 42-point game. Maybe he wants to try to match, show the Lakers fans that he's still Luka Doncic. He's still a guy who's going to drop 40-plus points every single game. I think it's the latter. I'm going to take Luka here over his total points going up against the Pacers defense that's not been good all season long. Give me his over total points as the final play of the day. Let's go to the recap graphic. We are going to be taking the Thunder on the money line on the road. Boston on the money line on the road. Road Warriors tomorrow. Kristaps over 18.5 points going up against the Knicks. And then Luka, no idea. 26.5, 27.5, I'm hoping. But, I can see it 30.5 like it was before the injury. But going to go over his total points. First game with the Lakers. Guys, got to do it for the NBA picks and props for Saturday, February 8th slated games. I will see you guys on Monday. Remember, no videos on Sunday because of the Super Bowl. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel below. See you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching.